Yes, ma'am.
If somebody would have said 2 years ago that you'd be ordering your own Maserati, what would you have said to them?
Hell no. To the no. Not me. Not Miss Living Paycheck to Paycheck School Social Worker. I would have said, nah, I don't have a luxury car. I'm just happy I got this 2015 Kia Optima. That's what I would have said. Nah, I'm good.
Just under 2 years of you starting your journey. I'm scrolling, minding my business. I'm over here just scrolling on social media, and I see you with a whole video production of you ordering and receiving your brand new Maserati.
I couldn't believe it myself that I would be able to experience luxury, that I would ever get out of the cycle of paycheck to paycheck, that I wouldn't have to continue to find how to make t-shirts, how to own a vending business, how to be a mobile notary. Just, I was out here hustling by any means necessary. Whatever I could do to get to the bag, I was willing to do it.
So take us back. You know what I always say, we're here for the people. Before you were the mobile home mommy, right? Before you were ordering Maseratis, right? Before you were traveling, you and your husband going around and doing y'all's thing. Before that, what were you doing?
I was a full-time school social worker. Loved my job. Got my grad degree in social work from Norfolk State and Central University. I only moved to North Carolina to get my degree and to go back home. Got a job, moved here with my Section 8 voucher and my daughter. Didn't know a soul, and just went forward with trying to find a job with the little $500 I had left. Trying to find a job and make things work while I was waiting to get accepted into grad school. Finally got a job through social services, temporary, making $17 an hour. I was so excited. With a temporary assignment ended 3 months later, and they were just like, we don't have anything right now. So finally, I found a job as a school social worker, and I'm like, this is golden. Why? Because I'm a single parent and I could be on the same schedule as my daughter. So with that being said, and me jumping on the same schedule with her, anytime it snowed, inclement weather, I didn't have to worry about a babysitter because I had her with me. In the school environment, I was allowed to bring her to my job. The elementary school got early dismissal. So that's where I was at. But the money still wasn't cutting it. And then from going to working in social services, getting paid every 2 weeks, now working for the state, I was getting paid once a month. That was a different level of poor for me, because you're giving me all my money at the beginning of the month and saying, now hold on tight, because you ain't gonna get paid to the first of the next month. I wasn't used to managing like that. So then the credit card debt started coming in, right? Because again, I didn't know how to manage my money. So I'm like, what can I pick up? So I became a mobile hairstylist. I learned how to do hair on YouTube. I made flyers.
Wait a minute. Stop.
Okay. This is my life. What's funny?
YouTube taught you how to do hair?
Yes, ma'am.
And the reason why I'm stopping you, I don't know if you know this, but I was a hairstylist for 23 years.
Yep.
I go to school. You went on YouTube and YouTube taught you how to do it. What kind of styles were you doing?
I still have my flyers. This ain't no joke. I still got my flyers and pictures. I learned how to braid and do intricate styles. So I would do crochet, I would cornrow, I would box braid, but my specialty was doing little girls' hair, because I would, make their braids into a crown, braid a heart in their head. Now my fingers will do all this on me if I try to if I tried to pray something. But yeah, I became a mobile stylist. I had an ad on Craigslist. I would post them on my flyers at the laundromat, and I would put my daughter in the car. God bless my little heart, and would go to strangers' house. Now thinking about, I didn't know what type of situation, environment I was walking in. I was just trying to make money for me and my daughter. I was just trying to make.
What year was this?
This was 2016, 2017. Yep.
So less than 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You and your baby girl riding around a stranger's house so you can do their hair and make some money and provide.
Yep. And then from doing that, I was making pretty decent money because I always had hair appointments on the weekend. But I remember specifically one night doing a little girl's hair in the middle of the night. Her hair was so thick and long, so I didn't get done till 10 o'clock. And my daughter was just over there sleeping on this lady's couch, and she didn't even give me a tip. And I just cried silently driving back from Chapel Hill, because I'm like, I can't continue to do this. Going into people's houses, just not having a babysitter. I didn't know anybody here. I just packed up and was like, I'm moving to North Carolina. It's my first time moving out of state, and we did not know a soul here.
So why did you move?
To get my master's degree in social work. I had just got my bachelor's degree in social work from Norfolk State, and I felt like I needed a different experience. So I just packed up and brought my daughter with me.
So you, and Lord knows I'm not shading master's degrees because I have one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you did all that for a degree, why did you leave it?
Because even with a master's degree, I still was living the vicious cycle of paycheck to paycheck. Even when I got my master's degree and I was working as a school social worker with a bachelor's degree, and I got my master's degree and I was excited, like, here's my paper, give me my promotion. She was like, oh, you still not getting a raise because now you got to be licensed as a school social worker. The hell are you talking about? Nobody told me this. Well, you got to go to UNCG and take this class. It's $1,800. So I start making calls, find out this little $1,800 class I can't get financial aid for because it was only one class. I didn't have $1,800, and my credit card was already backed up from me not knowing how to balance getting paid once a month. So I felt like my back was against the wall. So I picked up an extracurricular. I became the cheerleading coach at my school. I ain't never cheered a day in my life.
Girl, you don't went from YouTube teaching you how to do hair to cheerleading coaching.
Flip. Put her on the top of the pyramid. Yeah, put her on the top of the pyramid. That was me. Doing what I had to do to make that money for my baby. Oh, Lord, the struggle.
With a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So now,
from putting other babies on top of each other on the pyramid, being a cheerleading coach that you ain't know nothing about, running around, doing people's hair that YouTube taught you how to do, to owning a Maserati, ordering your own Maserati. Take me there. How did you get from there to here?
So January 2020, I was like, I want to change. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, but I love my job. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I love my job. But I was like, I need to change. So 2020, I was like, now December 2019, I got married.
Okay.
December 2019, I got married. January 2020, and my birthday's in January. I was like, I'm going to treat myself. This little bit of money I got saved up because my husband, he came in with some money, praise God, because your girl was broke. I'm going to take this $2,000 and I'm going to buy a single family home course. So I bought a course, and I just wasn't confident enough to go out here with my good credit and take out a hard money lender loan for like $140,000 to fix and flip a house off a course that I may possibly fuck up. I didn't feel it. So again, I go back to my mentor who knows everything, youtube.com. And I'm just watching podcasts and I see mobile home investing. This young Black couple, Byron and Shanice for Mobile Home Elite Investors. I'm like, mobile home investing. I listened to that podcast at 5 a.m. I woke my husband up. I was like, babe, I know what we can do. This is what he was like. Is everything okay? We can talk about this in the morning. Long story short, it was a Tuesday night. Wednesday, they had a webinar. I jumped on the webinar. I was so excited. Jumped on the webinar. At the end, they were like, hey, the course is $500. We're going to give y'all 20% discount. It's for something. I was like, I'm going to take a risk. My husband is very calculated. He was like, you just bought a course for $2,000. You ain't even gave that a chance. It's only been 3 months. I was like, yeah, but I feel like I can do this. I bought that course. I took the course. I did everything they said. But I'm like, ooh, they telling me how to fix and flip a mobile home. I don't have no money. So then I'm like, I'm going to take out a bank loan. My husband was like, hold on now. We just got married. We don't need to get in debt. Slow down. I'm like, no, listen, see, sometimes y'all, when y'all got these partners that are analytical and then you are the risk taker in a relationship, you got to break it down so they can understand. So I had to say, babe, don't look at it as a $20,000 loan. Look at it as a $300 a month investment. I said, we can pay $300 back between what you and I both make at our job. And he was like, okay, all right. I went. Again, I have excellent credit. I applied. I got approved the same day through Wells Fargo. Just a $20,000 personal loan. Excuse me. I already had my LLC from January when I tried them single family homes. So I was like, let's do it. Got started in March.
Wait a minute. The pandemic had just started because you said 2020. All right. You got started at the beginning of they're shutting everything down.
I bought the course maybe March 15, 16. I bought my first mobile home, April the 5th, all in. I bought the mobile home for $500. But everything they told me not to do in the course, I did. They said, don't move your first mobile home. I moved it. That was a learning experience within itself. I didn't calculate. Duh, you move a mobile home, the electrical wires don't drag down the road. You got to get it rewire. You got to contact the county and ask for permission.
You got to wait.
Can I get some permits, sir? Yeah, you got to wait. So all in that $500 house, I spent a total of $11,000, but sold it for $24,000. You couldn't tell me shit after that.
Thank God. But let me back up. It's some very important pieces in here. You paid for a mentorship to teach you a course. They give you the blueprint, and you go and try to reinvent the wheel.
I was hard-headed. They said in the course, they're like, don't move your first mobile home because, it takes a lot of, and I was like, man, but they ain't here. They don't understand. This house he wanted like $1,000. I talked him down to $500.
So you paid $500 for your first mobile home.
Yep. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
$500. And then you moved. So all in, you were $11,000 because you had to move it, and set it up, and pay people to move it. Blah, 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 blah. How long did it take you to sell it?
Bought the house April, was done with it by mid-May. The first week I put it on the market, I sold it the second day. So April, so like a month. Because I had to go in there and fix that. If $500 came at a price, I was so excited that the house it was a hoarder that lived in it, but I didn't care, y'all. I went and looked at the house in the dark with my phone light, and I was just like, I'll take it. And it had the title. Y'all, my handyman got that house and we got it moved. It was a total of 90 bags of trash. I believe it was like 3 or 4 dead cats. and a whole bunch of dead mice. Nasty. Nasty.
So when you saw that in the daytime, not at night, we know you were excited. Of course you were excited. You know, YouTube taught you how to do hair. So I mean, you're excited, right? You get ready to be an investor. You get ready to go from riding around doing hair. I'm gonna own some stuff. So I know, I mean, that's understandable, right? It's your first deal. You took a course, then you're gonna do what you want to do, no matter what the course is. You don't take bits and pieces and remix it. So of course you just want to get to the end goal. But when you first saw that mobile home in the condition it was in after you paid for it, what were your first thoughts?
I was still excited because I owned it. The title was in my name. I didn't give a damn. My handyman told me he was going to charge me $300. I don't think he knew how bad it was. Like, it was so bad. And the reason, like, it ended up costing me $11,000 is because we had to place all the subflooring in that house. It was cat pissed through that entire house. So at that moment, I was still excited because I was like, this is my house. I finally own a property. I was excited. But when the rehab started, when that rehab started, and them prices started hitting my look. Y'all remember I said I had a $20,000 loan. That's all I had. And that little money just started zapping, just disappearing. I was like, oh Lord, I thought all I was going to spend was $5,000. But I sold it on the first house for $24,000. So now y'all remember 20,000 minus 11. That means I only got 9,000 left. So I move on to the second mobile home.
How did you find that one?
Found that one on Facebook and had to get that one moved too.
How much did you pay for that one?
So I paid $3,500 for that mobile home.
Okay.
It was in better condition. However, it was older. When you're a little older, you got more problems, right? So I didn't take into account of, excuse me, I had to get a new tongue. The tongue is what the truck connects to it to move it down the road. Tongue, hitch. That's what they use to move it down the road. So I had to pay $600 for a welder. I had to pay, I had to pay for the new tongue attachment. Just expenses. Got that mobile home, y'all. All in, I spent $9,000. If y'all can count 20,000.
That means you're back at zero.
Come on.
You're back at zero.
Sis was now like, all right, I got to go on my personal paycheck and pay this and pay that. I'm back at zero. So I'm like, what can I do? Oh my gosh. So I wanted this house sold for $18,000 cash or on payments for $24,000 for like 4 or 5 years, right? A lady came and she was like, I want this house. I'm like, yeah, everybody said they want this house. She was like, I want this house. She was like, if I give you, y'all listening, if I give you $10,000 down, will you let me finance it at the 18 versus the 24? So, yes, ma'am. That lady wired $10,000 in my bank account. And I let it sit there for 2 weeks because I was asking the bank, is this fraudulent? Can she take this money back? Is it going to disappear? And Wells Fargo was like, man, we've already told you that this was transferred from another Wells Fargo account. The money is yours.
It's yours. Let me ask you this. Was that the first time that you got that kind of money for doing like a little bit of nothing?
Did you not hear me say I was braiding hair? Like, what you asking me?
I mean, what I'm saying
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I was just shocked. But at that moment, I knew, okay, I can't just be out here fixing and flipping. I got to learn how to wholesale these mobile homes. Let's fast forward. Finish that house up in July. Learn how to wholesale mobile homes. The first month, August, I wholesale 4 mobile homes.
How much did you make?
$21,100. You couldn't tell me nothing after that. And I was so excited because with wholesaling mobile homes is completely different from single family homes. Mobile homes are personal property. So we transfer titles in one day, normally through the DMV. If you're in Texas, I think it's the Texas Manufacturing Housing Division or something. Yeah, something like that. But you're transferring titles in one day, just like you would do a car, because these are personal property. I ain't got to get no attorney and do all this extra stuff. I started wholesaling mobile homes. At the end of 2020, I had made $181,000. I got booked as an international speaker for a Black Girls in Real Estate conference, and I was featured in Business Insider. It was like I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. So, and then in 2021 was amazing. You know, Byron and Sharnice from Mobile Home Elite Investors, they were watching my success. They hit me up and was like, we want you to be our head coach. Oh, I'm like, the people that I admire, that I look up to.
Was that their course that you bought, right?
Yes.
A year later.
It won't even a year later. You gotta understand, I started in March. So from March to the end of 20, I made $181,000. It was like I made all that money in about somewhere between 8 to 10 months. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people like, but how did you make that much? Because every time I wholesaled a property and I got my assignment fee, I flipped and bought another mobile home. So I ended the year with $181,000. I own 9 mobile homes, but I had did over 23 deals. 2021 was just shooting up from there. Everybody is noticing who the mobile home mommy is. They're searching for me. They're looking for me. I'm getting all these different speaking engagements, different platforms. Like, it was a blessing. I started being the head coach for Mobile Home Elite Investors. That is freaking amazing. Now I'm traveling every month, hosting bus tours. And at the end of this year, not only did I buy a Maserati, but the same way I made 6 figures, I got my first student who made 6 figures under me. He cleared over $100,000 by the end of December 2021. And I had only been training him since June 2021. So from June to December, he made $100,000. At the end of 2021, I had helped all of my students get over $900,000. I was like, I still wake up and I'll just cry. My husband like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I can't believe that I've been working a 9-to-5 job my whole life. Struggling. I thought it was like, yeah, I got an associate's degree. It took me 7 years to get that degree. Okay, sis got pregnant in college, like right out of high school. Like I struggled. Got that associate's degree. It felt good. I like everybody giving me praise. Bachelor's degree, master's degree, all this debt just to make $3,000 a month, to get paid once a month, $3,000 a month. To now, I'm pulling in 5 figures a month working for myself. I just quit my job September 2021. It's just been
not a year.
4 months. It's just been 4 months I quit my job. But even with making all that money, I was still fearful to quit my job because I'm like, but what if I have a bad month? What if I can't make money? What if I can't find good insurance? What it was just what ifs. And I was like, I had to pray and really think like, but what if you succeed, little girl? What if you succeed? I had to take a chance on myself. I'm not here to tell everybody, just quit your job. Fuck that, quit your job. No, I'm here to tell people you do have to take risks in order to make money. The most you're willing to invest in yourself, that's all you're gonna be able to make. I've mastered 6 figures, but I can't say I want to step into 7 figures if I'm not willing to pay a mentor that can get me there. Because now I'm not a 9-to-5 worker mentality anymore, but I have a 6-figure mentality. So I've learned in order to level up, I have to continue to pour into me. That's deep. Because I'm telling you, I used to look at prices of mentorship and be like, I ain't paying. You know how long it took me to pay that $2,000 for that lady's course. I was like, $2,000, that's all I got in the savings account. Like, I just, I was torn. $2,000 ain't shit to me no more. Nothing. I forgot to mention too, I just retired. I retired my mom in 2020. I pay my mom now every month. She gets a check, and I pay her more than she was making her job. She was like, I just can't believe I don't have to work. My mom was working as a medical packager, standing in a warehouse, 10 plus hours a day, packaging up medical supplies. You know, the gloves and the stethoscopes they have. That's what my mom was doing. And I was like, nah, I'm on a new level now. I'm on a new level now. So now she works for me.
And that's a blessing. That is such a blessing.
I can ramble, so stop me, please.
No. Because we're here for the people. We're not here for each other. Me and you've already had our almost hour conversation, right? Before we even started. So this is what they need to hear.
Yeah. I'm telling you, y'all, it hasn't been easy. I tell all my people that's like, oh, I want to invest in mobile homes, and I want to do just like you. Don't be like me. Yeah, I'll be your mentor and I'll teach you, but you have to do this at your pace, because we all got different things going on in our lives. We got different things going on in our lives. But whatever it is you do decide to sign up for, whether it's being one of Tasha's mentees and starting you a group home, or being one of my mentees and starting mobile home investing, or Airbnbs and trucking, if you're not willing to be consistent, it won't work. You know, you can't pay somebody for the mentorship and be like, it ain't work. No, sis, you ain't try. That's why I post reels, and it's funny, yeah, but read the caption. I posted one the other day. Stand up. And so many times I hear my own students like, I went out there and the park manager was so horrible to me. Oh my God. She told me they're not investor friendly and that I could never do a deal out there. I don't give a fuck. Let's go to the next part. You got a list of 100. You showed me your list of 100. Great. Susan didn't want you. Let's move on to Becky. She may need some help. Let's go on to the next. It's somebody out there that needs us in this space with mobile home investing. And that's how I sell my houses so fast, because unfortunately, the affordable housing crisis ain't going nowhere. That's why people jump on mobile homes. But it's people that's around me that's like, can we really invest in mobile homes? Is it really going to work? Absolutely. Because it's affordable housing. And the people that don't believe in, I'm like, ain't no problem, sis. I'm glad you don't believe. But when you see that house for sale, run it to me so I can either buy it or send it to one of my students. Because we know what's working over here.
For sure.
Tasha, you bought a mobile home, didn't you? And put it on some land?
I bought it with land. I only buy mobile homes with land.
With land, okay.
Yeah, I want the land. I could care less about the mobile home. So my strategy is I'm looking at, me and Tamara are looking at 26 more.
With the land attached to it? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we're just our strategy is we want people to have ownership. Or we'll just rent the land to them, and we'll sell it. So we'll be talking to you. I know you probably got students that want to
buy. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And land, we're looking at, I think, 7 acres of land. So that's our play. Land. They ain't making more of it.
That's
but
right.
As people can see, there's so many different things you can do in real estate, And what I like and respect about you is you were like, you recognize early, you were like, I don't want to do this single family stuff. I don't want to do this. It's other things I can do, and I can make money just as much doing something else in real estate. And that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be true to that. I don't care what nobody else say about, how you going to make money in mobile home? Da, 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 da. Well, she just ordered her brand new Maserati, okay? So she just retired her mama, okay? She put her mama on payroll, y'all. So that's one of the things I admire about you. You were like, no, this is my lane. And I'm going to stay in my lane.
And Tasha, I promise you, I done had that car. I got it a few days before Christmas and posted it for my birthday, January the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that it's a Maserati until I'm driving down the street. You know, the scary shit happened to me the other day. The police flicked his lights, and I'm like, damn, what'd I do? He drove up beside me and was like, nice car. Nigga, don't you flicking your lights at me? I'm thinking I done something wrong. Thank you, officer. I forget I'm in a Maserati until I see the reaction of other people around me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally am not in the Kia right now. Like Maserati. That it cracks me up. Man.
What do you say? What do you say to the people who think, because there's always going to be naysayers, right? Mm-hmm. And there are always going to be people who are not sure that this is for them, meaning it could be entrepreneurship, or what about the entrepreneurs who are still struggling? Mm-hmm. And what do you say to those people?
So your first question, what do I say to the people that's like, I don't know if this is for them? I will always encourage you to do your research. Mm-hmm. You see the logo behind me, Mobile Home Mommy. Mommy is MAMI. Do your research on me. Do your research on Mobile Home Elite Investors. Before you pay somebody, I always pay attention to their content. What are they talking about over there? What do they talk about when they go live? How is their personality? Do you rock with their personality? My personality ain't for everybody. I tell my students straight up, I love y'all, but I'm direct as hell. If you fuck up, I'm gonna let you know. If you're doing a great job, I'm gonna let you know. But you under me, so I'm gonna let you know. Like this is what I need you to do. Mm-hmm. Don't derail and start making up. Well, according to Google, I looked at no. Pay attention to what people are talking about. Do you vibe with their personality? Do they have what you want? Mm. Do they have what you want? Right? Mm-hmm. That's what I say. So to the people that are naysayers and not sure, just look at the people who are offering the service and the products. What are other people saying for them? I'm always in people comments. Oh, let me see this post. Okay, let me see what the people saying. That's how I pick my mentors. What is the response? What is their audience response to them? Mm-hmm. To the entrepreneurs that's out here that's stuck, it's probably, I'm gonna step on some toes. I understand. Go ahead. You can give me the negative comments. It's probably because you're trying to do too much shit. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to braid hair. I was trying to be a cheerleading coach. I was trying to sell t-shirts on the side. I was trying to start a vending business. Sis was all over the place because I kept hearing I needed 7 streams of income. So I thought I had to do hair. I had to go over here and try to set up this vending machine. I had to become a mobile notary. I had to figure out how to be a loan signing agent. Like I got to have multiple streams, baby. I got me a nice list over here, right? I have 7 streams of income right now, all from mobile home investing. How, Sway? I'm going to tell you. I wholesale mobile homes. Mm-hmm. I fix and flip mobile homes. I met Tasha on Clubhouse and I'm like, she doing group homes? Listening to her, I done turned 2 of my mobile homes, in a park, into group homes. So I got group homes now, right? Y'all following me?
Come on.
That's 4 streams. My 5th stream, I have parks that need help with moving mobile homes into their park. I get a referral fee from that, okay?
Come on.
I realized, like, I was so excited, like Clubhouse helped and it hurt. On Clubhouse, I wanted to own group homes. I wanted to do property preservation. I had never heard of that. Like, all of this was in. I had to bring it back in and realize that your 7 streams of income, if you're an entrepreneur and you're struggling, what are you spending your time with? Those 7 streams don't have to be completely different streams. We can make 7 streams out of that one thing that you're doing as an entrepreneur that's really good. You ain't got to sell hair bundles and lashes and make a body whip oil. Like, come on, let's hone it all in. Mm-hmm. What's that one thing that you're making the most off of, whatever product it is? Figure out how you can make multiple streams of income for you. That's my advice. And I only got that because that was me.
For sure. You lived it. Right. For sure. And I agree. And that's what I teach my clients. That's what I teach everybody. You ain't got to be my client. Put your hands on 10 and 10 o'clock on the steering wheel and 2 o'clock. When you're driving, put your hands on 10 and 2. Don't put your hands on 2 and then ramble for your cell phone with your other hand. Because you're going to get distracted and you're going to have a wreck. You're going to crash, and guess what's going to happen? You got to start over if you survive it.
Yep.
But if you keep both your hands on 10 and 2, that one thing, focus. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Just look straight ahead. One thing at a time. You build your 7 streams off of that one thing.
Yep.
Like you just said, you named 6 actually, and the 7th is you're a coach. So you get paid for coaching and consulting. So that's 7. But it's all from that one thing that you found that you love. And it took you how many years? Let me see. You said 2015 when you started doing hair?
Yeah, I didn't even go all the way back to 2010 where I let my ex-boss talk me into owning a laundromat. Like, what? I owned a laundromat, Tasha. Why would I do that? I had no experience. I just had good credit, and he knew it. He was like, go apply for this. We can own a laundromat, make a lot of money. And I was like, okay. Like, if you tell me it's going to work, I used to just jump. Now I am wiser. And I realized that you have to have a blueprint before you just start doing shit. I used to own a laundromat in Surrey County, Virginia, where Mike Vick got in trouble with the dogs. That was the worst place I could have opened up a laundromat. It was so poor. It was bad. It was bad. So it was a learning experience. It went down maybe a few months later, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was just out here, whatever I could do to make some money. Right.
But look where you are now.
Yep.
See, I'm so happy for you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna have you probably come on, and I got some stuff going on. I got some big stuff down the pike. I can't talk about it now.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Just let me know when you need me to pull up in Tampa. I don't need no more Zoom stuff. Just let me know when you need me to pull up in Tampa, and I'm on the way.
Girl, you should have heard these guys on Instagram Live last night with Papa Chulo. It's two of our friends.
I was up there for a little bit.
BK and Soho. Going back and forth talking about, I ain't doing no Zoom with you. We doing the podcast on the yacht. We're gonna do a podcast on the rooftop. We're gonna do a podcast on a private jet. I'm like, y'all need to stop. Cut it out.
I love it. I was up there for a little bit when y'all were talking about scammers back and forth and how people are tricking people. I was up there for a little bit. I said, dang, they going live late, but it's popping.
Yeah. I love it. I want to say thank you again for joining me. Thank you for saying, yes, I'll come on and talk to T-Mac.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. So tell the people
girl.
Thank you. Tell the people how they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram at mobilehome_MAMI, Mobile Home Mommy. You can find me on Instagram, Mobile Home Mommy, MAMI. Appreciate you all. All I can tell you is 2022. We can't keep letting things hinder us from getting our goals, right? You can't just be saying generational wealth. That's a big ass word to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I want generational wealth for my kids. Sis, you got to get you together first where you can build something for a whole generation. Yeah. Take your time. Find what it is that you want to do. What you gonna focus on.
Take your time, sis. Take your time.
Take your time. Focus on that one thing. Okay. But yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at mobilehome_mommy. See what I deliver to the people. That's how you can follow me.
All right, and I'm gonna I'll put it, in the links below, above, wherever they need to be. Y'all
okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.